Good evening, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my beautiful rideshare revolutionaries. It's me, Gio, the leader of the rideshare revolution, the rideshare rockstar, and the captain of Gig-Olo. Yeah, I thought I was gonna be able to get through that without coughing. Man, this cough is aggressive as fuck. All right. I know I'm going to be very dimly lit on this one. So I'm driving home. I started, there was a big snowstorm today in Chicago, heavier snowfall than what was forecasted. I woke up, I fell asleep last night and I woke up around like noon, got some food, and then I put my head back down because I wanted to start driving at like 4 or 5. But I didn't leave my house till like 5 something in the afternoon. And the whole city was surging like crazy. But as you guys know, I don't live in the city, I live in the burbs. And lots of good surge on Uber, right? So I hit the road because the highway system was completely just fucked up in every direction. So I decided to take a side street all the way down. And I turned my app on around Evanston. And other than me turning on my filter at like 3:30 towards home, and I only got 2 small trips, which, I'll go ahead and show those. Yeah. I only had 2 trips using my filter, and that was these last 2 up here, the 347 and 409. This entire day and night was just stacked pings on Uber and just letting the app lead the way. Because this is a question I get semi-frequently on the channel and in emails, is people ask me what's the best way to make money on the weekends. Like, is there a weekend strategy in Chicago? And I can't speak for every market, every major market or whatever, but all I can say is in Chicago, in my own opinion, as someone who's got so many thousands of rides here, there is no real weekend strategy. Like, because you could end up anywhere at any time. Unless your strategy has to do with, there's going to be a big event like Lollapalooza weekend, or there's a bunch of concerts or something, and you want to be around that area to try to capitalize on surge. Like, positioning yourself, that's one thing, but there is no strategy on the weekend. Sometimes you just got to like run the app and see what happens, and that's kind of what happened today. I'll show you guys. I screenshot of my timeline. Check that out, guys. So this was the interesting part. So as you guys see there, I made my first left turn in Evanston, and that's what started everything off. I ended up going north, and then I ended up going all the way west to St. Charles, Illinois. Well, actually, technically Geneva, Illinois, right? It's kind of crazy. And where most of the time I like to make my money in Chicago. That's where I like to, fucking Rick, asshole. I like to make my money in Chicago, where I know the band's gonna be high and it's gonna be busy. I think out of the 23 trips I did today, maybe 7 of them were out of Chicago. The rest were lengthy trips in the suburbs, all of them. And around maybe 12:30 is when I did my last, check that out. Around 12:30 is when I did my last drop off in the burbs. I was actually tempted to turn the app off and just drive towards the city, because I'm like, I need to capitalize. The city was surging all night, so I'm like, I need to capitalize on the city surge, right? And then luckily I got a 45 plus from Aurora, which took me all the way back downtown, which got me some good trips from there. And yeah, that's just, I wanted to highlight that, guys, because I want to show you, like, there's some questions that annoy me. One of them is, where's the best place to drive in Chicago? There is no best place to drive in Chicago, because sorry, because you don't stay in the same spot when you drive in Chicago. That's impossible. You're never going to linger in one neighborhood too long. And just so this is just to show you guys, there is no weekend strategy, in my own opinion, in Chicago. Anyone that says they have a strategy and they stick to it is probably lying to you, at least for a major market. I didn't use my filters today. I was taking stacked pings, and that's pretty much it, guys. Like, sometimes this night could have been completely different. I could have had my first ping from Evanston take me downtown, and then I would just had, a bunch of just 30 short rides, and probably would have made the same amount of money or maybe a bit more. But I'm overall pretty happy with how the night went. I made close to $300 when I thought I was only going to make maybe like $240. So yeah, overall, just kind of that 145 plus from Aurora really saved my night, because I felt like the suburbs were starting to slow down after midnight. But yeah, the guy was pretty cool. Give me a nice tip after the ride, so that 145 plus was worth about like $47. No surge, so yeah. And yeah, that's all I got for this one, guys. I just want to make this video to highlight that sometimes, on the weekends, even though I'm a big proponent during the week of having a strong strategy in the morning to capitalize on the rush, on the weekends, you just gotta roll the dice sometimes and see what happens. Yeah, hope everyone's doing well out there. In Chicago, this is kind of like the calm before the storm, because we've got some crazy weather coming this week. And I'm going to go home and get some rest and maybe put another 8 or 9 hours tomorrow. So, with that being said, I want to thank y'all for watching. Everyone, stay safe, stay driven, stay classy, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.